What is going on, everybody? We are here talking about CJ Stroud and how he is currently the MVP of the NFL. It's absolutely crazy to say that. He is a rookie. No rookie has ever won the MVP since 1956, and it was Jim Brown, a running back, one of the best running backs to ever do it. Nobody else ever even came close since him. But CJ Stroud has a very, very high likelihood right now to be in the running for MVP, as he currently is second in passing yards. He's around about 7th or 8th around for touchdown passes. He has the most or second most yards per completion, and his QBR is pretty high as well. The only thing he doesn't do extremely well is his completion rate's a little bit low for starters. But he only has 2 interceptions to this point, and he's led a really bad Texans team. I don't know if they're necessarily as bad as they were, but last year they were one of the worst teams in the MFL. They were battling for that number 1 seed. In fact, crazy enough, everybody thought Lovie Smith just screwed the Texans out of the number 1 overall pick. In fact, he saved them. That random Hail Mary at the end of the season saved the Texans, because Bryce Young has not looked as good as CJ Stroud. Stroud is definitely right now looks like the best quarterback at the current moment coming out of the draft. Hence, we're talking about him possibly being the MVP, which is absolutely crazy to say. He has easily been one of the best players in the league, and the reason why I think he's really in this conversation is he's kind of right there in all the stats. He has his team winning. They're in a playoff spot now. He's led 2 crazy game-winning drives in back-to-back weeks now, one against the Bengals, one against the Bucks, to bring his team to victory. That type of stuff is MVP-like caliber. But on top of that, no other quarterback, and this is a quarterback award, has really performed to the point that they deserve it. Everybody else has a ton of turnovers, and it's only going to get worse. Josh Allen already has 9 interceptions. Patrick Mahomes has 8. Jalen Hurts has 8. And Tua Tagovailoa has 7 and can't beat a real team. So right now, I think it's by process of elimination, CJ Stroud. And you can say, well, what about Lamar Jackson? Again, he has 5 interceptions, and I don't even think he has 10 touchdowns yet, passing-wise. He does have a decent little bit rushing. But I think that's a hard argument if he keeps down this track, and especially if Stroud keeps doing what he's been doing all season long, as he just threw his 2nd interception in the game against the Bengals near the end of the game. So he went most of the game before throwing an interception, which is absolutely crazy that a rookie is out here balling out like this. And to be honest, his receiving core isn't anything crazy. They're a bunch of young guys. Tank Dell has been his number 1 receiver with Nico Collins, I believe, and some guy named Noah Brown. Never heard of him until today when he had 172 yards receiving on 7 receptions. So he is currently making all the players around him better. He's made this Texans team significantly better and has put them in a position to make the playoffs this year. In fact, they are currently the 7th seed. I believe they'll hold on to the 7th seed no matter what Buffalo does tomorrow or today at this point when this video airs. But I do believe that CJ Stroud might be the MVP. It's absolutely crazy to think he's just been that much better. And you can also make arguments like, well, Tua statistically has possibly been a little bit better. But again, can't beat a real team. Tons of interceptions. I believe he has a few fumbles thrown in there as well. Josh Allen, way too many interceptions. Patrick Mahomes, not looked as good this year, has way too many interceptions. Lamar Jackson, just not enough scoring points on his part to really be included into that mix. And then you got guys like Jalen Hurts is probably the closest, I would say, right now. He's probably right there with CJ Stroud, because he has 8 interceptions, but he has 7 rushing touchdowns, 15 passing touchdowns, close there in yardage, but he also has 4 fumbles. So he has 12 total turnovers to CJ Stroud's. I think he has 4 fumbles, 6 total turnovers. So you're doubling CJ Stroud's turnovers, and counting statistics, it's not that crazy of a difference. So I would almost say CJ Stroud has been better than Jalen Hurts to this point, even though that's probably the closest battle for the MVP. I think CJ Stroud is easily the front runner. I don't think it's even close. He's been just that much better, in my opinion, than every other guy, every other quarterback in the NFL. Honestly, a receiver could win this. It would probably be Tyreek Hill. But I just don't see that happening. I think CJ Stroud has probably already got a really good shot at winning the MVP. I don't think people will talk about it because he's a rookie. If he was doing this next year, when in his sophomore year, people will probably have him up there in front runner. Most people don't. I haven't heard anybody being like, "Oh yeah, the CJ Stroud guy, MVP," even though he has played at an MVP level, and I think he will be by the end of the year. Let me know what you guys think, though, down in the comments below. That's all I got for you. Just want to make a little quick video talking about how great CJ Stroud has been. I'm debating about this all last week, and this week when he came back against the Bengals, I just knew I had to make it. Hit that subscribe button. Every subscriber means a lot to me. See you guys in the next one.